Tesla does amazing things. First, it sets a record and then delivers it and then breaks its own record, delivering 7 ships to Australia in Q3 and 6 in August alone. Welcome back, dear friends. This is Armen Harayan from TorqueNews.com. If you find this report helpful, please like it and subscribe to our channel. So Tesla broke its own record by delivering 7 ships to Australia in Q3 and 6 in August alone. Q3 2022 promises to be quite hot, as this is not the last planned vessel for the country in this quarter. And also, add to that the success in Fremont Factory, the success in Gigafactory Austin, and the success in Gigafactory Berlin, which I have been reporting today in the past couple of days, and I still have interesting things to tell you about what's going on in Gigafactory Berlin. At the end of July, the first ship in Q3 loaded with Tesla cars reached to the coast of Australia. This was great news, and deliveries recovered after a hiatus due to the temporary closure of Giga Shanghai, first due to the COVID-19 lockdown in China, then due to upgrades of production lines. Giga Berlin also took a drastic decision, went cold turkey, upgraded everything in order to improve and speed the work at each station, thus at some stations reaching the capacity to 10,000 vehicles per week. Now, they need to hire more people to get there, but at least certain stations are already ready for that speed. In addition, the first Model Ys were on board the ship regarding Australia, which was also great news. However, August turned out to be much more interesting and saturated with the positive of thousands of happy customers who received their Tesla Model Y and Model 3 deliveries. On August 8th, a second ship with cars arrived in Port Kembla. Already on August 10th, the third ship for Australia arrived in Port Kembla. The ship carried Model 3 and Model Y vehicles for the country market. On August 13th, a fourth ship docked at Port Kembla, giving us confidence that the third quarter of 2022 will be amazing for Tesla. However, this is the disclaimer here before I continue. I'm not a Tesla stockholder. I don't have any positions in Tesla or in any stocks. I'm not in stock market. This is pure news, and it's not an advice to buy or sell a stock. So be careful. But on this day, another surprise awaited Australia. The fifth ship arrived in Fremantle. On August 26th, the sixth ship arrived to Port Kembla, and already on August 28th, the seventh ship model moored in Q3. All data on the arrival dates of the ships is provided by Tesla ship tracker Veda Print on Twitter. Thus, as you can see, this Tesla is breaking its own records. In itself, such a huge number of Tesla ships is extremely high for Australia. That means the Australians are probably buying more Tesla and adopting electric transformation of electric vehicles. Obviously, Q3 2022 will be a record for the company in many respects, writes Tesmanian in its coverage. It is not difficult to guess that Tesla will register the largest number of cars in history in one quarter, again, according to Tesmanian, and will compete even with gasoline cars. Since Model Y deliveries have dominated, it is likely that it will claim to be one of Australia's best-selling cars in Q3. You know that Tesla wants to make the Model Y the best-selling car in the world. I think it needs to dethrone the Toyota Corolla, which is currently the best-selling with, I think, 5 million sales. But now, apparently, Model Y is already doing some records in terms of, in certain countries, becoming possibly the best-selling car. However, this is not the last Tesla carrying ship to arrive in the country this quarter, according to Tesla Ship Tracker Twitter account, which I will have in the link in the description of this video, friends, for you to make a reference point. In addition, it should be noted that in August alone, 6 ships arrived in Australia, which is absolutely impressive. Delivery data for the month will be available in the first days of September, so look for that and subscribe to our channel and come back to our channel, because I'm going to report all those numbers. But it's not difficult to guess that their numbers will be stunningly large as the delivery numbers are reported. Anyway, also, hundreds of Tesla Model Ys arrive in Japan on 2 ships. These are vehicles that will be delivered to customers for the first time since the mass production of Model Y began. Tesla has begun expanding its influence in the Asia-Pacific region. In early June, the company launched an order page for the Model Y in Australia, Singapore, New Zealand, and Japan, with shipping that was supposed to start in August 2022. Tesla only offered the base Model Y and Performance. In Japan, the base version was supposed to be delivered in August, while Performance was scheduled for the second half of the year. On August 29, Tescan88 Twitter user reported that the first ship loaded with Model Ys had docked off the coast of Japan at the port of Yokohama. In fact, the Trans Harmony 1 vessel arrived at the port on August 28. According to the tracker, it was the first ship to bring the long-awaited Model Ys to Japan. However, the second ship with Model Ys on board arrived just a few hours later. Malaysia Passion vessel docked at the port of Yokohama on August 29. After unloading hundreds of compact SUVs, both ships have gone to the port of Nagoya, Japan, and are still there. In a few days, we will begin to receive more news about the first deliveries of Model Ys in Japan, as happy customers will want to share the joy of their purchase. Model Y deliveries to Australia, New Zealand, and Singapore began a few weeks earlier. This may be due to the fact that the countries are further away from Shanghai, China, and the volume of orders there is significantly higher than in Japan, friends. Now, since the modernization of the Model Y production line in July, we have repeatedly observed thousands of vehicles being prepared for delivery at the port of Shanghai. Obviously, Q3 2023 will be a record for both Model Y deliveries and Tesla overall. Now, speaking of Model Y's modernization and improvements, I spoke several times that the same is happening at Giga Berlin, because, you know, like Pierre Ferrago of the New Research visited Tesla Giga Berlin among other financial analyst, and he wrote that he was stunned by the quality of the Model Y produced at Giga Berlin. He expected it to be premium like a Fremont-made car, but the evaluation showed that the car was already in the luxury league, as its quality was fully equivalent to that of German luxury cars. The analyst believes that the main driver of these improvements is the experience that Tesla has gained at other factories. This is very exciting. What do you think about all these things? He said that the interior design is about the same as Fremont-made ones, simple, but the quality of the upholstery and overall finish is far superior and flawless. He said, as I mentioned, the quality of the build that you can evaluate, manipulating doors, observing panels, gaps, painting, colors, was surprisingly excellent. So Tesla has done a lot of good job in terms of improving the quality of the Model Y produced at Giga Shanghai and Giga Berlin, and delivering more cars, cheaper cars, which turn to profitability, and thus Tesla is breaking its own records. Let me know your thoughts, friends. This is Armen Harayan from TorqueNews.com. Please like this video if you found it useful and informative. Subscribe to our channel for daily Tesla news. Give me your opinion in the comment section below. What do you think about all these records, and what quarter do you expect? And I'll see you soon in our next report. God bless you. Peace be with all of you. See you soon.